So I came out to connect with the plants, but just through here in these reeds. So you've got this relationship. I was drawn to the river, and there's this relationship between the reeds and the river, and there's a kingfisher just resting on one of the reeds, perfectly still a lot of the time, just moving occasionally, but the reed providing this perch for the kingfisher. And so there's this relationship between the river and the reeds and the kingfisher. Kingfishers actually stayed perfectly still unnoticed while a dog's gone into the water. There's a real sense of kind of holding your ground, staying in your centre in this kingfisher, knowing that they'll go unnoticed. But really my point here is about just how we can come out and just notice these relationships, that it's not always the plants in isolation that we're connecting with, we're kind of taking in the bigger picture. And something else that's drawing my attention is the interplay, the light reflecting on the water and then into the leaves of the tree. Unfortunately, another dog came chasing after a stick that was thrown into the water, and the kingfisher's off. But yeah, while we're here, just taking in these plants, the light, the way the light is falling on the leaves, how they're getting their food, and these reeds right in the middle of the river. The river's very low at the moment, the water level's as low as I've ever seen it. There's lots of things appearing that you don't normally see, they're normally under the water. Yeah, I'm noticing how this tree has almost grown out completely sideways across the river rather than growing upwards, and maybe that's partly because actually there's more light here, that there's no competition with the trees in the sort of wooded area over there. It's sort of better perhaps to grow outwards rather than upwards. But who knows, maybe there's another function that the river's serving. Certainly a lovely coolness. And maybe the tree there is providing shade for animals in the water. Perhaps this is a useful spot for animals to come and keep cool, or maybe to be less obvious, less visible. So there's another possible relationship. That lovely kingfisher there. It's just gone to catch a fish, and now in the branch. So the branch of the tree is providing a little perch to eat some tasty food. Also a great vantage point, being out over the river, maybe able to see the next meal, or just keep an eye on what's going on along the Kingfisher's River.